Hi everybody, it's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and I'm here on campus in my favorite closet today to teach you our LIIT class, our lower impact interval training. Lower impact, lower intensity. Honestly, it's up to you. But the great news is there's not going to be any sort of jumping. We've got just 4 different moves that we're going to do today a couple of times. And right now, we're warming up. So start smart. If you have some more space, I want you to move forwards and backwards, getting our heart rates to come up just a little bit as you're marching, whether you're in one place or moving. Work to bring the whole heel down towards the floor. So you're not just working the calves. You can march forward and backwards. You can march in a circle if you want. Maybe a little bit of both. Awesome. I'm going to admit that I have not been here on campus streaming class for a hot minute. And every single one of my timers died. It is what it is. But we're still here. We're going to do our best. We're going to creatively time things. And we're going to move. And that's what matters. One more time around your space or forward and back. Once you get back to your original starting position, let's go ahead and just get some lateral side to side steps. So stepping side to side, you can start to draw your shoulder blades together, squeeze your elbows together. Each time your arms draw back, make sure that your rib cage isn't flaring open. So you're really drawing in, knitting that center line together. Chest is lifted, proud, taking some nice big deep breaths. If you need to slow down the movement to make sure that you're getting some good breaths, that's totally okay. I want you to move at the pace that's right for you today. Yeah, bring your heel towards your glute. Get a little bit more of a stretch in those quads with a nice glute right here. 5 more each side. 4. You bring a smile to your face. Being so proud of yourself for coming today. Last one. Now we're going to get some knee drives. These are going to come up later in our workout as well. You can bring your arms up overhead, or you can just work to tap that knee. 4 more each side. 3, 2, 1. A nice front kick. So kick forward. I like to take 3 steps in between. A nice straight leg, as straight as you can enjoy. We're getting into our hamstrings. Toes are flexed back towards your face. Just a few more. Last 3. Chance to recover, catch your breath early in the morning. So proud of you for getting up today. Last one. We're going to plant both feet firmly. You bend at your knees. Inhale your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. Let's practice this motion 2 more times. Bend your knees, inhale up, palms facing forward all the way up, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, arms down. 1 more time, bend your knees. Inhale all the way up to the side, arms stay up high, right arm comes down by the side. Reach all the way over to the right side. Inhale, right arm up, left arm down. We're really going through some moves today in this warm-up that are actually going to come up in the workout. As you're leaning side to side, I want you to think about keeping your back pressed against an imaginary wall so that we're not looking down towards the floor or collapsing in the chest. Your bicep is staying by your ear, chin neutral to your chest. Both arms up to the sky 1 more time. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Pull in from your center line and maybe even squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward just to stack everything. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side, take your time, maybe press out to the walls away from you, big stretch into your wrists, your forearms, your upper back, shake it out. All right, let's do move number 1. Now, if you have not been doing a lot of shoulder lat work, you might want a lighter weight for this one. You got a combo move. Starting with your palms facing down towards your thighs, you're going to inhale your straight arms all the way up overhead, and then exhale those straight arms back down to your side, nice and slow. Flip your hands palms over, nice and wide like a jumping jack. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale your arms all the way down. If you found that you needed to shrug or anything to make that movement happen, let's go ahead and switch to a lighter weight. We get started in 3, 2, shoulders down and back, belly in to begin. Inhale your arms up, nice and slow. We're taking our time. Exhale your arms down. Flip your palms over. Inhale, arms up overhead to the side. Exhale, arms down. Let's get 4 more. Inhale, arms up. Nice and slow. We're getting like a 4 count up, 4 count down. Enjoying some time under tension today. Flip your hands, palms over. Nice and slow. Really time to engage. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Keep your belly pulled in nice and tight. This next one's the halfway. Here we go. I'm just bringing those arms straight up overhead without bringing an arch to the back while those arms come up overhead. So if you find you need to arch your back to bring those weights up, that also means your weights are a little bit too heavy, grounding through the heels. Inhale, arms come all the way up. I got a little confused there. The last one, here we go. Figure you're finishing that move. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Then we're going to flip at the bottom. Inhale up. Exhale down. Great. Take a moment, shake it off, grab a quick sip of water if you would like. I encourage it. Let me tell you about move number 2. We're going to count to, we're going to hold some weights still. Still holding on to your weights. I spilled water. I was like, am I sweating now? Go ahead, give me a squat. Make sure you're not hinging towards the floor, so chest is still nice and lifted. Big weight in your heels. Starting with your arms bent at 90 degrees. We're going to keep at this hinge hip. Tap one toe back into a semi-lunge. Kind of like a single leg squat with the tricep extension. Bring it back in. Switch to the other side. Please join me. We're getting 10 on each side. Make sure you're bringing weight back into your heels. How quietly can you tap those toes? If you want a little bit more in this tricep extension, flip your wrist up as your palm goes back. So instead of palms facing in towards yourself, you can turn your wrist towards the ceiling. We are halfway. Keep that weight in your heels. For 4. Quiet taps with those toes. 3. Nice length. Engage your lats again. 2. And 1. Press through your heels. Lift yourself up. Roll those shoulders down and back. You're going to use just one weight for this next move. Or possibly you're just going to use your yoga block. I'm going to come down to kneeling. This is an option to make this next move a little bit easier. We're going for a half moon, a little weighted half moon. So whether you're standing or kneeling, squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. You can even be right here kneeling with glutes on your heels. You're going to take a big reach over all the way to the right, just like we did in the warm-up. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, big reach over all the way to the left. Pause for a second. Inhale, lift yourself up. I don't want you to crunch down to your side. I want you to think about really lifting, reaching, creating as much length as you can through that entire opposite side oblique. You can even take a big shift of your hips while you reach your fingers. And holding onto a weight is just going to make it a little bit more challenging than it would be to hold onto a block or to your hands. Let's find 3 more each side. Really reach and stretch. Think about inhaling, lifting your chest, pushing your hips, and then reaching with your fingers. Last one. Keep that chest nice and open. Awesome. Relax your arms back down. If you join me on the floor for kneeling, we're going to stand up for one last move in the circuit. Coming on back to those knee drives. We're going to do a double knee drive. You can keep things simple on yourself, especially if your shoulders are starting to feel tired, and just try to bring your knee to your hand, or add a little bit more, work into it, arms coming up overhead. Even option to emphasize this crunch right here, decreasing space between lower ribs and your hips. Let's get 10 more. 10. That's right, on each side. 9. Use your exhale to emphasize that crunch. Don't worry, I'm counting. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're almost there. You're so worth it. Last one. Let's come right into a march. We're just marching. You can stay in one place if you want to bring your heart rate down. If you want to bring your heart rate down a little bit slower, maybe you move a little forward and backward. And you're doing great. We're going to get one more time through. We're worth it. March yourself over to your water. Grab yourself a quick sip. Feel free to spill it all over yourself. Do you remember what our first move is? We're going to come back to those front raises into our around the world jack. So go ahead, grab whatever weight you're going to use. It doesn't have to be the same weight. If you're being smart for your body today, you can honestly ask yourself, was the first round challenging enough? Do you need a heavier weight? Was the first round too challenging? Was it just right? Choose your own adventure. Go ahead, plant your feet, roll your shoulders down and back, take a slight bend in your knees, weight in your heels, make sure you're not overarching your back. So already taking that slight tuck of your pelvis. Inhale all the way up, palms facing forward. Exhale all the way down, nice and slow. Flip your wrist forward, inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. I switched to a lighter weight and I regret it. I'm changing. Inhale up. Exhale down. That's what it's about. Being honest with yourself. Maybe you even need to switch your weights in the midst of the set. That's totally okay. Please do whatever you need to do just to keep going. And if it means you need to take a break for a second and jump back in, that's perfect. Just don't give up on yourself. You're so worth it. What can you do today, even if you're not using weights at all? We got 2 more. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down. Keep that 4 pulled in nice and tight, supporting your movement. You've only got 1 more. So proud. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down. Flip your wrist. Inhale up. Woo, that last one's feeling hard. Exhale down. Great work. Awesome. Put those weights down. Oh, right. Keep placing your hands. We got our lunge with our squat with our tap back lunge. So coming back into your squat, back into your elbows rolled for our triceps. Here we go. We're going to tap back and tricep extend. Bring it in, tap back, bring it in. 9 more. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your belly pulled in nice and tight. The more that you have a little bit of a hinge though, the more challenging the triceps are going to be. Or remember, you can flip your wrist. Keep breathing. Keep that core pulled in nice and tight. Don't let your belly sag here because you're feeling tired. Halfway. Weight comes back to your heels when your feet come under you. We're keeping a nice quick tempo right here. Getting a little cardio in without a lot of intensity. If you need to move a little slower though, you know that's okay. We got our last 2. I think I might have added an extra. You're worth it. Awesome. Release your hands down, press to your heels, shoulders down and back. Coming back down to either the floor or standing for the half moon. I'm going to go for standing this time. So bring in the soles of the feet together. Press down through your heels. Squeeze your glutes. Shoulders rolled down and back. Inhaling, arms all the way up overhead. Glutes are squeezed and hips stay pressed forward. Shoulders stay away from your ears. Find that big reach to a side. Push through your hips. Inhale or exhale, whatever feels natural to lift yourself up. I know I like a good inhale to lift myself up. Oops, that was my shoe. But I know a lot of times in class, the teacher will say, exhale. I just want you to do what feels right and natural. Trying to take a little bit of an extra pause on each side to really emphasize inhale, stretching with the fingers. Exhale, pushing your hips to the side. Let's get 2 more to each side. This is one of those stretches that feels just like a stretch when you're doing it. I promise you, you're really getting into it. You're going to feel it in your neck getting worked, the sides getting worked. 1 more on each side. Not so much today, but probably tomorrow, maybe even the next day. The last one. Awesome. Bend your elbows, relax your arms back down by your side, and put your weights down. Last move, coming into that double knee march. You ready? 2 to one side, 2 to the other. If you want, you could even add a little bit more of a twist. Knee coming to your elbow, or you can still have the smash arms down to the floor. We got 7 more each side. I'm still getting that crunch. Keep going. You're amazing. 5 more. 3. Last one. Inhale those arms up overhead. As you finish, quiet your feet. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. Let's take 2 more big breaths. Bend your knees as much as you want. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. 1 more big breath. Inhaling arms up. We're going to come into a forward fold this time. So inhale, pull your belly in. Exhale, you can bend your knees. You can rain or swan dive down towards the floor. Okay if you don't touch it. Inhale into a half lift. Hands can come to your thighs, to your shins, shoulders away from your ears. A nice flat back, length through the crown of your head. And on your exhale, begin to melt your belly onto your thighs. As generous of a bend in your knees as you want or need. If the floor feels far away, grab hold of your opposite elbow. Maybe wrapping your hands around your legs. Engage your lats, so shoulders come away from your ears as you seat your lats down your back towards your hips. And if it feels good, bring a little more weight to your toes. While you're here, both feet planted, bend one knee and then the other, a little movement in your hips. Take a moment, shake your head yes, shake your head no. Inhale once more into your half lift. Exhale down to your forward fold. And slowly roll yourself all the way up. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. Interlace them behind your back. We got a lot of work into the upper back, the shoulders, triceps. So interlace fingers, stretch your knuckles down towards the floor. Maybe you even get in a little extra stretch, working to bring your hands away from your glutes. Some days they come away from me and some days they don't. 1 more big breath, chest lifted. Exhale, carefully release. Interlace your fingers in front of you. Take some rounding of your back, chin tucks towards your chest. Push your hands, palms all the way forward. 1 more big inhale. Lift your arms up and get ready to release your hands. Take any stretch that feels good, side to side, as you relax your arms back down to your side. Awesome. Woo. I hope you're feeling good. I know I'm feeling a little bit warm here. Just 20 minutes of getting up and moving today can feel so good for the whole rest of the day. And if you want more, then I know I'll see you right here in my closet for some yin yoga this afternoon. Till then.